Hi guys, it's me, Trudy Lee again. I'm back for the second time today. I am going to do a real short reading on Rosenstein, just to see what's going on with him. You know, he must be feeling really good right now, right? I have somebody that joined me. Look, there's my Kai. Hey Kai. There's my pretty little girl, and she's laying on my side of the bed. She knows where the love is. That's my little doggy. They haven't escaped out of the fence in a while, knock on wood, thank God. I think we have gotten all the holes closed up, and, you know, for now anyway. But it had been raining for the last couple of days. It's sunny now, but they hadn't been out that much. So when it's sunny like this and the doors open and they're allowed to come and go, that's when they start sneaking around and looking. Look, how can I get out, you know? And it's the other dog he's really smart. He's the Houdini. The other night, me and my husband were eating. He started choking. It freaks me out, you know. One of my daughters used to choke really bad. She had real big adenoids, and she choked all the time. We finally had to put tubes in her ear and adenoids taken out, and the choking stopped, thank God. But she would choke every time. So anytime somebody chokes, it freaks me out. And he started choking, and of course I started slapping his back, you know, really hard, and he was like, "Are you trying to kill me?" Later on, after he stopped coughing, he said, "That's the second time you've tried to kill me." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And this is so funny. He reminded me of something that I did. I didn't try to kill him, but I was mad at him. And I want to tell it to y'all. This is funny. We have this really, really heavy blanket, like one of those mink blankets, but it's like a mink blanket, but it's really wool, so it's super heavy. And we had it folded up, and it was on the bottom of the bed here. And this was many years ago. We didn't even live in this house, so it's more than 20 years ago. It's when I was very, very young. I always have to say it's when I'm really young and I had made dumb decisions. And we had fought before we went to bed. We had an argument about something, which was probably very unimportant, because I can't even remember it now. You know, you just argue about stupid things. But believe me, when you argue with a woman, they're like, I can't go to sleep. I cannot fall asleep. If we've had an argument and it hasn't been resolved, I just can't go to sleep. But he could always just lay down and go right to sleep, you know. So he went right to sleep. And I was just fuming. I was just laying there fuming. I didn't know what to do. I didn't want him to get, you know, to be able to rest and get sleep, and I couldn't. So I took that blanket that was folded up, and I put it right on top of his head. And I just sat there up in the bed like this. I just sat there watching him to see what he would do. And it took probably like 1 minute. And all of a sudden, he just popped out of the bed like this, whoa, you know, screaming like this. Because he couldn't breathe, because all that weight was on his face, you know. I would have taken it off, of course, if he hadn't have jumped out of the bed within a minute or two. But he was like, "Are you trying to kill me? What did you do?" I tried to smother him. So he reminded me, that was the second time you tried to kill me. He knows better than that. I was just fooling with him, you know, just annoyed with him. So I don't know if you ladies have done things like that, but yeah, I've done things like that. I've even kicked him off the bed before when I'm mad, you know. Like I said, years ago when I was more feisty, and we would go to sleep and he'd be mad, and I would just like take my foot and just push him right off the bed. "Get off this bed. If you're not going to fight with me, get out of here." You know how that is. Okay, guys, I'm sorry. I had to tell y'all that story. I thought it was funny. All right, let's get on with this Rosenstein reading. Okay, so I guess that he is going to be facing another judiciary committee chaired by the once level-headed Lindsey Graham. So he's going to have to answer and do a little splaining before he goes. What happened to that Lindsey Graham anyway? He used to be an okay guy, but I don't know. He just flipped. It's weird. It's really weird. Anyway, I don't like him anymore. I don't like him no more. He used to be level-headed, but he ain't. Okay, this is the bottom of the deck. So the flavor of this. 8 of Swords here. So the flavor here is feeling trapped, you know. not being able to do what you want. So he really felt trapped. He felt trapped and just, you know, like he was unable to do what he wanted to do, really. So, all right. The first card that he gets is the Page of Wands. So I think that he really is ready to get the hell out of Dodge. I think so. And I think he's really restless. He has some doubts about the decisions that he made and the things that he said, you know, but he is going to have to finish what he started. So everything is coming to fruition, and it's going to be good. It's going to be a good outcome. So because this is always news of, you know, good things coming. So I think this fruition will be very, very good. It'll be a good outcome. So everything's headed that way. This is the second card. I got this card a while ago. This is the Knight of Cups. And I got the same card in the same position when I just did the McCabe reading. How weird is that? But here, this means, I think that this cup, this is an offer. I think Rosenstein is going to offer up some more information for us. I think that's what it means. I think he's, I don't know, maybe he's in a different place now, or he's feeling differently. So I think we're going to learn something new. Maybe after that judiciary hearing, maybe, you know, that some new information will be coming out. So if he's going to finish what he started, he better hurry up and do it. You know, he better hurry up. I think we're gonna find out some new information here pretty quick. All right, overlooking his situation is the Six of Wands. This is a celebration card, so I think that Rosenstein will be acknowledged and celebrated for all his past efforts, all the work that he's done, you know, on the job. I think he's going to be honored by and celebrated by his peers. I think that's what this is. He's just being recognized for his work. So y'all, he's not going to leave in disgrace. He really isn't. He leaves with his head held high. I think that's what this means. Okay, so that's good. Good for him. And the foundation, below that, is the Magician. This is, you know, Rosenstein didn't have to wear a wire. He didn't have to. He didn't, you know, have to invoke the 25th Amendment, because he soon learned that Mueller had all the tools and resources needed to get the job done. I think that's what this means. He had to put his faith in Mueller, and he did. You know, he had to put all his trust and faith in him. He stepped back and let Mueller do his job. You know, he may have talked about doing these things and thought about it, but then he knew that Mueller had all the tools that he needed, so he didn't have to do those things. I think Mueller convinced him. He just convinced him to trust him. And the Magician card says that Mueller has everything that he needs to be successful. So it's good. That's why he didn't do it, because he didn't need to. He didn't have to. They have enough crap on Trump already. Mueller has it all. He has it all. Okay, this is the past position for Rosenstein. This is the Tower. So I think this is when, you know, he had to resign, got fired, or he had to resign. I think shit hit the fan for him there. I think I did a reading before, and I thought in that reading it looked like that he really wanted to go, you know, that he wanted to leave, but I think maybe not in that way. So this kind of rocked his world a little bit, but I think it's all going to work out for the best, and this is just puts him on the path that he's on now, that he's leaving. He got fired or resigned, you know, whatever you want to call it. Trump fired him. But he's going to be okay. He's going to be just fine. This is his future card. This is the last card I drew for him. This is the Queen of Pentacles. This is a good omen, a good outcome for him. The future looks very good for him. He's in a good place. He is secure. His career will not be ending. He's going to do many more great things. He's only 54 years old, y'all, so he's got lots of good things coming up. So don't worry about him. Everything's going to be just fine. I think in the other reading, I haven't gone back to look at it, but I think the ending card was that everything was going to be just fine for him, and, you know, things were going to work out just fine. So, you know, one door shuts, another door opens. But this card is a good sign for him. He'll have a career in another place, and he'll do great. He'll do fantastic. Okay, we'll see what happens. All right, guys, thank you for listening and viewing my videos. I really appreciate it. Thank you for all the messages. My headache is feeling better already. I hadn't taken a break in between doing either, well, a little bit, either video, but my headache feels better, thank goodness. And I didn't even have to go take a nap. I've been napping every day. I think it's the allergy medication making me sleepy. But this is the third day I've taken it, so I think it's, you know, working up in my system, so maybe blocking all the histamine, hopefully. All right, guys. Once again, thank you so much for your messages. I really enjoy reading all of them. It's a lot of fun. I've been really busy doing readings, but I'm just about caught up with them, so if you'd like to get a reading, let me know. Just email me and we'll set something up, okay? It's trudyleetarot@hotmail.com. I look forward to talking to you guys. Do something kind for somebody. It'll always come back to you. All right, guys. Bye for now. Love you.